Most Grand Slam singles titles in tennis history. 4. Steffi Graf. Graf rose to prominence after winning her first Grand Slam title at the French Open in 1987. That year, she also reached the finals of Wimbledon and the US Open. In 1988, Graf had its best season. She won all 4 major championships as well as the Olympic gold medal in Seoul. In the shortest Grand Slam final ever played, the German defeated Natasha Zvereva 6-0, 6-0 in the French Open final. She won 3 of the 4 majors the following year. Graf's dominance continued in the 1990s, with 3 Grand Slams in a row in 1993, 1995, and 1996. Graf retired after winning her final Grand Slam title at the 1999 French Open. She won 4 Australian Opens, 6 French Opens, 7 Wimbledons, and 5 US Opens in her career. 3. Rafael Nadal. Meanwhile, Rafael Nadal burst onto the scene in the mid-2000s, winning his first Grand Slam title at the 2005 French Open. Rafael Nadal's first Grand Slam title outside of Roland Garros came in 2008, when he defeated Roger Federer in one of the greatest tennis matches ever played. The Spaniard won the Australian Open in 2009, and 3 majors in a row in 2010. Rafael Nadal continued to win the French Open almost on a yearly basis, while also winning the US Open in 2013, 2017, and 2019. To date, he has won the Australian Open twice, the French Open 14 times, Wimbledon twice, and the United States Open 4 times. 2. Serena Williams. Serena Williams comes in second with 23 Grand Slam singles titles, more than any other player in the Open era. The American and her sister Venus Williams were both considered precocious talents, and by the early 2000s, both had become tennis superstars. Serena Williams defeated Martina Hingis in the final of the 1999 US Open to win her first Grand Slam singles title. Her next major championship was in 2002, when she won the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. When she won the Australian Open in 2003, she completed her career Grand Slam. Serena Williams came close to completing a calendar slam when she won the Australian Open, French Open, and Wimbledon in 2015. She did, however, lose to Roberta Vinci in the US Open semifinals. Serena Williams won the Australian Open in 2017, surpassing Steffi Graf's record of 22 Grand Slams. She has since reached 4 Grand Slam finals, all of which she lost in straight sets. Serena Williams currently holds 7 Australian Open titles, 3 French Open titles, 7 Wimbledon titles, and 6 US Open titles. 1. Margaret Court. Margaret Court, an Australian legend, currently holds the record for the most Grand Slam singles titles with 24, 11 of which came during the Open era, and the other 13 Wind Slams were strictly for amateurs. Court's first major title came at the age of 17 in 1960, when she won the Australian Open. She dominated women's tennis in the 1960s, and carried her success into the 1968 Open era. Court won 3 of the 4 Grand Slam titles in 1969, then all 4 in 1970. After Maureen Connolly in 1953, she became only the second woman to win a calendar slam. Court's last Grand Slam victory came at the 1973 US Open. The Australian won a record 11 Australian Open titles, 5 French Open titles, 3 Wimbledon titles, and 5 US Open titles before retiring.